Here's something I wanted to cover was phage therapy, which most people in the West haven't heard much about. Oh, come on. Phage therapy is a therapy that works to kill mostly antibiotic-resistant bacteria. It was developed by the Russians who did research, I suspect, largely because they didn't have the available antibiotics. And there's a picture of a phage right there, which looks like a science fiction machine. And it's actually, I mean, it's very small. It probably is showing that it's attacking a bacteria. And what it does is it injects DNA. I think it works by, transferring its DNA inside the bacteria, which kills the bacteria. These are phages are not your typical virus, say like a flu or COVID virus. These are a whole different classification. They're found pretty much around a lot of things like water supplies and that kind of stuff. But now they're beginning to investigate here in the West. They've opened up some centers in the United States to investigate this. The Russians have been doing it for a long time. I think like since World War II or something like that. And there's a lot of articles here on in medical journals. Just looking at this one right here. Fighting bacteria with phages. Usually what they do is if you can identify the bacteria, then they can match a phage or a series of phages against that bacteria. They are seeing it's not foolproof. I've seen some reports that it wasn't as effective as they hoped, but I think there's been a lot of people who've been helped from it. But I did want to point out that usually if you buy phages, typically they're sold by Russian companies, and but they do have this one on Amazon. It's actually created by a laboratory called the Spree 4 Pro, and they license these phages to other companies. They label that as a prebiotic, when in reality it's pretty much a phage, and you can see that here. This LH01 is a phage. It's in the Myroviridae family. And these four are typically can attack gut pathogens. Whether they're effective, I bought some. They didn't do anything for me. My nephew bought those and took them, and I think within, you get 30 caps. I think he started getting some results with it. So somewhere he contracted some type of pathogenic organism in his gut. I don't know what it was. Of course, you do all the typical things to try to solve that, diet and all that other stuff. But like if you have an infection there, you really just need to eradicate the infection. But as a side note, he did unpasteurized sauerkraut. So pasteurization is not good for keeping the live organisms in there. So he used unpasteurized sauerkraut, or you can also get unpasteurized kimchi, and those are loaded with live organisms. The one in particular is one that's called Pediococcus, which can kill off some very aggressive bacteria. I found that in PubMed. He did that for a couple of weeks, and it turned his gut around. So that was a good thing.